And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
And welcome back, everyone. We are on weather alert this afternoon due to the potential for locally heavy rainfall, flooding, and some severe weather. Now, the main threat I think will be along and south of the Arkansas River Valley, but currently the main action is here in the Pikes Peak region. Main threat should continue through about 9 o'clock tonight. As in terms of the severe weather risks, we're looking at small hail up to about 1 inch in diameter, big wind gusts that could be in excess of 60 miles per hour, frequent lightning, and some very heavy rain. Overall, running a moderate risk of both urban and burn scar flooding. Let's get to the very latest satellite radar loop. This is the radar image first. You can see we have the severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 4:45. This is for the southeastern part of Colorado Springs. Storm is moving off to the east northeast very slowly at about 10 miles per hour. And in fact, there's energy building behind it. We call this training, where the storms sort of ride over the same area repeatedly, and that can lead to some flooding in some spots. Because of that, flash flood warning also in effect for pretty much the same areas. That includes Fort Carson down to Fountain, up north towards the Colorado Springs Airport, and to areas just outside of Schriever Space Force Base. That in effect until 7:30. You can see a lot of that heavy rain. Also, the storm putting down lots of dangerous lightning, so quite active in terms of that electrical component. Also, some very gusty winds associated with that storm as well. Now down to the south, tracking a few stronger storms. One out across the Arkansas River Valley, another moving into eastern parts of Los Animas County in the mountains, seeing quite a bit of rainfall out there as well on this Monday afternoon. So Fountain, you've been on the edge of some of those bigger storms. You can see it's really wet this afternoon outside in town. In the Springs downtown, not really seeing the rain just yet, but still the chance we'll get some of that moisture that moves through over the next couple of hours. For Pueblo, dry for now, but again, an opportunity we get some showers and storms through the evening hours. Let's time out the rest of tonight and that additional threat for rain on Tuesday. I think the rain starts to move east of the interstate between about 8 and 9 o'clock. By tomorrow morning, we're left with dry skies, but the cloud cover quickly builds in through the afternoon as storms initiate over the mountains and then begin to move east by late afternoon to early evening. Overall, storms look to be a little more isolated or spotty in nature than what we've seen the past couple of days. Rain chances still running pretty high as the monsoon stays in place across southern Colorado. Maybe a little bit of a downturn through the middle of the week, and then by late this week, we're looking at a similar setup to what we saw yesterday. Heavy rain potential and a good opportunity for flooding both in burn scars and some of those urban areas that are prone to see some flooding in heavy rain events. 60 tonight in the Springs, 58 for Monument, 65 for Canyon City, down to 49 in Westcliff. Highs tomorrow a little bit warmer than what we saw today, with 90s into the eastern plains, 80s from Monument to Colorado Springs to Canyon City. Here's the Super 7-day forecast. Scattered storms Tuesday to Wednesday. Again, anything that develops could be on the strong to severe side and lead to some localized urban flooding. And then behind a cold front Wednesday night, look at Thursday and Friday. Much cooler, highs in the 70s, and the potential for some locally heavy rain. Look at those rain chances by hour, late in the afternoon into the early evening hours. That would be the prime time for some of those flood-inducing storms. For Pueblo, similar story here. Spotty to scattered storms Tuesday to Wednesday. Heavy rain potential ramps up for the end of the week with highs down to 80 by Friday. For Canyon City, none of that heat we saw last week and into the start of the weekend. Instead, we've got 70s and 80s. Most of the next 7 days, we'll see temperatures down to the upper 70s Thursday to Friday. And for Woodland Park, we've got temps here in the 70s through Wednesday. Heavy rain builds in. That'll drop highs back down to the 60s by late this week. So a change in the weather pattern, multiple chances for rain over the next 7 days.